Hello, I'm Dr. Mary Doherty, an Irish consultant anaesthetist and founder of Autistic Doctors International, which is a peer support and advocacy organisation for medical doctors who are autistic, and we've a linked organisation for students called Autistic Med Students. The Doctors Group started 2.5 years ago in response to a need for a dedicated online community space for those of us in medicine who identify as autistic. We started with a small group of 7, and now we have over 400 doctors from all across the world, with about 100 in the students group. We have doctors in all specialties and at all training grades. Interestingly, the largest subspecialty are general practitioners, then psychiatrists are next in terms of numbers, and many of our autistic psychiatrists work in autism services. Anaesthetists are in third place. We've only a minority of members in non-relational specialties such as pathology or radiology. Many of us realised we were autistic after the diagnosis of a child, but interestingly, quite a number of our members received a diagnosis in childhood, which is in contrast to the common assumption that we were all late diagnosed adults with minimal or no support needs. While most of us have learned to survive in the medical world, it's often been at great cost to ourselves. Some of us still have quite significant support needs, and yet when support needs are met, manage to work very effectively as doctors. Our primary purpose is peer support. And we have a very active network with a Facebook group, multiple WhatsApp groups, recently expanded to Discord, and we also have a mailing list for those not active on social media. We hold regular social events online, as well as educational events, and hope to hold a long-delayed in-person event in due course. Our secondary aim is advocacy, both for our members and for the autistic community more widely. Some of our members have faced significant discrimination and difficulties in their career, and many have left medicine prematurely. We've supported members to remain in practice when otherwise they might have succumbed to burnout and potentially early exit, and we've supported others to return after long periods out of practice. We've even had a member ejected from GP training because of being autistic, and that decision was challenged and overturned on appeal with the support of our organisation. And we've been active in advocacy on behalf of several of our medical students who have run into difficulties with a lack of understanding of autism within their medical schools. We aim to raise awareness of the needs of all autistic people presenting to healthcare services as patients, because we recognise the access barriers and the healthcare disparities faced by our community. And as insiders both to the world of autism and the world of medicine, we believe that we're well placed to address this knowledge gap. Our approach is twofold. Firstly, to raise awareness of autistic colleagues, and in doing so to also raise awareness of the issues faced by autistic people in need of healthcare. We've become quite active in research and writing. We have several international research collaborations exploring both the issues faced by our members and also looking at issues for autistic people in general practice, in hospital medicine and in mental health services. Over the past year, we've had publications in various academic journals, including the British Journal of General Practice, the British Journal of Psychiatry Open, the Lancet Psychiatry, the Australian Journal of General Practice, and there are several other papers in review. We've given talks and presented workshops to various NHS trusts and organisations such as the British Medical Association, along with practitioner support services. We've had posters at medical and scientific conferences, including the Association of Anaesthetists, the Royal College of Psychiatrists, and as I speak, one of our members is presenting a poster at the Royal College of General Practitioners annual conference. We have ongoing collaborations with the Royal Colleges of General Practice and Psychiatry. Overall, our goal is to address the stigma and particularly the tragedy narrative approach to autism, which is still so pervasive in healthcare. And as we continue to increase understanding of autism amongst our colleagues across all specialties, ultimately we hope that this will help to address the appalling morbidity and mortality rates faced by our community. We're an entirely voluntary organisation, and activities take place alongside busy clinical roles. We've looked at setting up as a more formal structure, but never really got any further than discussing it, but maybe next year. You can follow the Autistic Doctors International account on Twitter, where you can find links to our recent publications in our pinned post, or follow our public Facebook page for updates. And as in the general population, most autistic doctors are as yet undiagnosed and probably unaware of the fact that they're autistic. So if you know of anybody who might fit our group and might like to join, please do let them know that we exist. Thanks.